Hello and welcome to tonight's ASMR video. Now, it was requested that I show some more of the miniatures that I have painted for the Games Workshop Warhammer games. Once again today I've got some Daemons that I painted recently. These are for both the Warhammer 40,000 game and the Warhammer Age of Sigmar game, because Daemons exist in both universes. They kind of buy one get one free with that respect. Let's take a look at the Khorne Daemons first. Khorne being the most powerful of the Chaos Gods. His first demon is Karanak. It's a sort of exalted flesh hound of Khorne. The flesh hounds are the hunters of Khorne's armies, and Karanak is the hunter beyond peer. He has 3 heads like Cerberus, the mythical dog from Greek legend, and Karanak leads a hunting pack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flesh hounds. Let's look at them each in turn. I hope the wind isn't distracting you too much. I actually thought it might be conducive to ASMR. So for once I decided to record with the window open. If the sound of this video is ruined by it, I won't do that again. Fleshhounds in Age of Sigmar have a very high number of attacks, particularly Karanak because he's got 3 heads. And the champion of the unit, which is this model here, also has a missile attack, a burning breath from his mouth. I was reminded when I painted the models of the Dilophosaurs from Jurassic Park, and I decided to paint these splayed fins with webbing between them in contrasting colours because of that. And the last flesh hound. We also have a special flesh hound whose name is Riptooth, and he is part of Magor's Fiends, or Magor's Fiends, or Magore's Fiends, or however the word's pronounced, which is a warband for Warhammer Underworlds, a small competitive skirmish game. That's why he's on a different base, because he's special. So that's Khorne for today. Next we'll take a look at a Tzeentch model, since Tzeentch is the second most powerful of the Chaos Gods. This is Kairos Fateweaver. He's a named character and a special Lord of Change. Now, if you've watched my other recent miniature video, which was a show and tell, you should have seen another Lord of Change. The camera does not want to focus on the strange runes on Kairos' staff. I was inspired by the Masters of the Universe character and toy Too Bad when I painted Kairos, So I split his body in two, painting one side that looks to the past, pink, and the other side which looks to the future, blue. And I used purple as a linking colour between the two. It took me a very long time to highlight all the feathers on the wings individually. Okay, that weather is very loud. I'm not sure if you can hear what I'm saying now. Hopefully it's soothing. I've actually left the window open because I've been spray painting. Somehow I managed to spray paint with the front door open, getting some air circulating, so I didn't die of the fumes. There's no way I could spray paint out on a windy day like this. So it's Kairos the Fate Weaver, the next most powerful Chaos God, although his power waxes and wanes, is Nurgle, the god of plagues, despair. And decay. And I painted 3 Beasts of Nurgle here. Beasts of Nurgle are great fun. They're demons that love to hug and cavort with their foes, but sadly they exude toxic substances which causes all their new friends to collapse in battle and expire. And just looking at this through the camera, I can see a few areas I've missed with the red paint, which I'm going to need to touch up later. I also noticed an area on one of the flash hounds earlier, you may have spotted, was missing black paint on the furry crests which run along the flash hound's back. So each of these beasts is subtly different, and I painted them quite quickly, but with a different wash, so that the colour of each beast would be slightly different. And I've used some effects on them like Nurgle's Rot and Blood for the Blood God, which are technical paints, to bring out the slime and the guts. This is probably my favourite of the 3. I've also kept the eyes without pupils so they look strange and blind, like my Great Unclean one, which is in my previous video. Here's the last Beast of Nurgle. This one's got a webbed hand, his tongue out, and a little collar around his neck. There's a relatively normal belly compared to the other 2. The final set of demons we'll be looking at are dedicated to the pleasure god Slanesh, and these models I actually entered into a painting competition recently where you had to enter a unit of models that was a fairly small size. I decided to go for the Fiends because I'm currently painting a Slanesh army for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So I painted each one a different colour. Here's the Screamer Pink Fiend. They've all got the same colour accessories to tie the unit together. This one was painted Nagaroth Knight. Fiends are a strange hybrid of creature. They exude a soporific musk, which causes their foes to fall into a blissful sleep, the sort of days when they are in battle. This is I think it's called a Bliss Springer, the champion. I painted this one Gracia with I think it's called Demonette Hide wash. Demonette Hide is actually a layer paint, possibly a base paint. I think it's a layer paint, but I mixed it into a wash by mixing it with Games Workshop's contrast medium, a technical paint, and then with all the models I added some Blood for the Blood God on the bases and some skulls from the Citadel skull pack to make the bases a little better. Most of the bases in my army are quite plain, but I can come back to them later. There's also a chip here I've noticed, because I don't think I varnished these models. Must have undergone some battle damage when I was moving it from my cabinet to my table. I'm currently painting a Night Haunt army for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Night Haunts are ghosties and skeletons. I always say skeleton instead of skeleton. It's going to catch me out one day. I'm actually painting the Night Haunt army for eBay, and I've given myself 2 more days to finish painting it, since the auction ends on Monday night. If you're located in the UK and you're watching this video soon after it was created, you could look on eBay for huge Night Haunt army, 103 models, if you wanted to see what I'm selling. If you'd like to see more of these show and tell videos, I can show some more models that I've painted, or more models that I'm working on. Just let me know in the comments section. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's video, and that the wind wasn't too loud. Good night.